Warning, the Emcee Russ Show is uncensored and contains explicit language. Viewer discretion is advised. All right. Okay.
Best show ever! Okay, let's go.
Well, I'm so glad that you're here. Okay. I am back with the first episode of the Emcee Russ Show, Season 3. It is happening today. Y'all like what I did with the flames?
Yes, look at it,
Yes. And today, we have a very special guest from the band Tightn Up, the front woman herself, the funky Mayadia. Look at her. Look at her. Yes, get into it. So, I want to start the show off right because we deserve it. You deserve it. All right. And I'm going to start it off with a toast to New Beginnings, Season 3. Get your life.
all day. Delectable.
So the first thing that we like to do here at the Emcee Russ Show is just start off with a little bit of questions and get to know our people. All right. So Mayadia, you're in the band Tightn Up. Tell me about that band. How did you guys come together?
I know Michael, the drummer, and he hit me up in Facebook and was like, hey, what you're doing this coming Sunday, there's going to be this meetup of a few different musicians at Heights Vinyl Record Store. Some funk thing going on. I'm not sure what it is. Just kind of checking it out. We haven't talked to a singer yet, so come through.
Okay, all right, yes.
So, but we all kind of came together and started jamming, things like that. Craig Brown, the owner of Heights Vinyl, was the one that kind of came up with the idea of bringing in some of the musicians that he's seen in some of his open mics and things like that. He would happening, and he was like, you know, there could be a folk super group somewhere in this city. He did it specifically for the band to perform at Record Store Day that year.
Okay.
But afterwards, it was like, hey, if y'all want to still do it, still do it. If you don't, you don't. And we was kind of like, we kind of feeling this.
Yes.
We kind of feeling this.
And I'm glad that y'all kept it going because I'm here for it all.
Yes.
You better believe it.
We got tight. We got real tight.
I want to go into your debut album, you and Tightn Up. You know.
Yes.
And Now We Can Begin.
Yes.
Tell me about that and why that title and what is it about?
The album is us and our raw funk, but we ended up having, this sensual element to it.
It is for me. The deviant in me.
And it's just like this really great body of work that is expressive of who the five of us are as Tightn Up and our raw funk.
Yeah, that's something that I did notice when I listened to the album. It was very raw.
Yeah.
So what was the decision behind doing that? Like, why do that?
A lot of it was just because we wanted people to have the same experience, as much of a live experience as possible, without being live. So we wanted the album to sound as much like as you would go and just hear it. And Brandon, with his lovely tech music ass. Yeah, I was gonna say ass. I can say ass.
Say ass. Yeah, Brandon with your guitar ass.
Yes, with your guitar ass.
Your hat. I love your hats, by the way.
Yeah, because Steven had, our engineer, he had this reel tape thing. And Brandon was like, oh my God, geek out. And like, we need to run our stuff to the tape, this analog tape. So we recorded it. Steven mixed it. We mixed it with him, and we made our little decisions and blah, blah, blah. And then we ran everything to this reel-to-reel tape, and ran it, and then he put it back in the digital part. And so when you hear that bass, when you hear Eureka and that bigger bottom, that was.
Ooh, they're giving me this brown note. Yes, Eureka. Eureka, if you're out there, I see you, girl.
Yes. And then, the name. So, and now we can begin. So, I record with this little phone every single rehearsal.
That's very smart.
It's very smart. That's how we kind of keep things going and are able to rehearse and work on things. But when I'm doing that, I want to get the whole song. So we'll start, in the early parts, we would start and then kind of deviate and and I'd be like, And now we can begin. And we were working on, what we were working on a lot. I think we were working on Sellout a lot. We were working on Sellout and On the Line. And it was just, we were kind of everywhere. And they started playing. I was like, wait.
Wow, that's a very raw way.
And now we can begin.
That is so interesting how something so small has become something so big for you guys. That is amazing.
And it's our title. I think it was just perfect because it's our first album. And now we can begin.
And now we can begin record. Now you need to listen to it. And now you can begin listening to it.
It's the motherfucking Eagle Double G.
So I want to kind of switch gears a little bit here. So I know you have a thing called Tightn Up TV. I've been watching because I'm a fan. I mean, I'm definitely a fan. Got stickers on my car. But I digress. So you have Tightn Up TV. So what is going on with that?
Okay, so Tightn Up TV is just us as a band chatting kind of like this with each other and just other things that have just kind of come up. It came out of the idea of just finding a way that we could share ourselves with our fans and potential fans.
Okay, like me.
Yeah, Russ, with your Emcee Russ Show, and just being open, having fun, and I guess giving a little other layers of what infuses our music. Yeah. So it's just kind of us. And Michael, he's like, we're all kind of have our little artsy things that we kind of do within music, and he loves video and things like that. Behind the scenes, because we did a Tightn Up TV when we did our tour for Houston, Bayou City Arts Festival, then it hit the road to Austin, and went to Austin and played Geraldine's. Had a great time.
Yeah. I found the team, Caitlin. She's from Austin, so she's out here rapping. She's like, yes.
A-Town. Do y'all say A-Town?
No.
You do not say A-Town. No. Can I be on Tightn Up TV as the number one fan? I'm trying to be there as the number one fan.
Because we have no idea what we're gonna do with it. We have no plans in stone of like the idea. It's just, let's see what we can share.
Yeah, so. That's how it all starts. It starts as an idea, and then you just kind of grow into something bigger. And I completely understand that. And that's what your album was. And Now We Can Begin was. And definitely that's the journey that a Tightn Up show will take you through. Change your life right now and go to it, because it'll change your life. Hey, praise the Lord. Now, another thing that we like to do here on the Emcee Russ Show is to make sure that we have a little bit of fun with all of our guests. So it is about what you're doing and what business you own or what talent you have and how hard you work. But it's also about having a little bit of fun. You ready to have a little bit of fun, Mayadia?
I'm ready to have fun.
All right. Well, I put together a few shenanigans for us. We're going to do a song association challenge. Here are the rules for the song association challenge.
Okay.
Before we started filming today, I asked you to write down 5 words and not tell me what they are. I didn't tell you why. I just said, write down 5 words.
You sure did.
All right. So what we're going to do with these 5 words is we're going to have 10 seconds on the clock. One person is going to tell the other person the word. What's going to happen after that is you have to come up with a cover or maybe your own Tightn Up songs that is within that word. It has to be either in the lyrics or in the title. If you cannot come up with a song in 10 seconds, you lose. If you get it, then you get a point. Are you ready to play this live?
Challenge.
Are you ready to do it?
Challenge.
All right. Emcee Russ versus Mayadia in musical harmony. Hey.
I'm so excited. This is going to be like really, really cool.
Now, before we start the game though, if you lose, you have to endure punishment.
You can't be serious. Man.
You better be ready. What's going on? So, I have the listing of your 5 words here. You can go ahead and collect those. All right, make sure that I do not see them.
Okay.
And it's on. Okay, so for our first round, I will say the first word, and Mayadia has to pick the song. Your first word is love.
I wanna know what love is.
Keep singing. Hey.
I want you to show me.
I wanna feel.
Oh shit, we're still going. I wanna feel.
I want you to sing to us.
I want you to show me. Okay.
All right, she got it. She got it. I think. You know what? She got it. Judges, how y'all doing back there? Did she get it?
Yeah.
Yes. All right. Okay. 1 point from Mayadia.
Ready?
I'm ready.
Your word is radio.
I'll be on that hotline like every day, making sure the DJ know what I want him to play. You know I got my top back and my beat low, rocking my stunner shades and turning up my radio. Turn up my radio. I think I'm in love with my radio, 'cause he never lets me down. 'Cause I fall in love with my radio. Never let me down. Oh. Hey, we got it. We got it in. Did I get it? Did I get it, judges?
Hey!
All right.
Best game ever.
All right, here's the second word. The second word is wonder.
I wonder you. I don't know the other words of the song, but it is Prince to say I off parade. Hey, wonder you.
Hey.
You should watch Under the Cherry Moon. It's the best shit ever. I love Purple Rain though. But I wonder you.
Oh.
That's all I know.
Wonder you. Hey. Hey.
Hey.
All right, the next word is
Apple.
You are the apple of my. I just made that up. That's not even a song. I remember, there was an apple of my eye. Oh, and I can't stop thinking about the apple of my eye.
There we go. And I just can't give it about you. I didn't get it. Tony though.
Oh,
Give him. He
if
came
I
up with
ever
it.
make love to you once again. I didn't get it. Dang, I didn't get it. All right, Mayadia wins that round. All right, okay. I hate your life. And let me tell you why I hate your life. By hate, I mean love. Because you don't get this one. This is going to be like less than a second. Oh, gosh. Okay. All right, y'all. Your third word is goosebumps.
Ooh, oh, you give me goosebumps.
Dun,
Baby.
dun, 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 dun.
Right?
Dun.
I'm sorry. I'm just like,
Dun.
that's my song.
Sing it. Dun, 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 dun. They need to know what it is.
Song. Hold up.
Bum, 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 da, 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 da.
Ooh,
Bum, 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 da, 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 da.
ooh,
Bum. Dun,
you
dun,
give
dun,
me
dun, 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 dun.
goosebumps.
No, you know what? Y'all need to go to the Tightn Up show.
So I
Watch
have
it.
so many melodies in my head. I think you understand this as an artist. I'm like, which one do I want to
Yeah,
do now?
yeah. You know what? We singing songs all the time. We got cheat codes, girl. We got cheat codes. Yes. What is your word for me?
I love your life right now.
I love your life.
Love.
Love. There's so many things I gotta tell you, but I'm afraid I don't know how. 'Cause there's a possibility that you look at me differently, love. Ever since the first moment I spoke your name,
Sing it, baby.
from then on I knew that by you being in my life, things were destined to change. Let me break it down. All right, thank you.
You're welcome. Oh, that was good. That was good. That was a good
Thank
point.
you, thank you. All
That
right,
was a good
okay.
point right there. That was a good point. That was a good point.
I'm always a half a step behind, though. Your next word is nobody. You have.
Nobody like you.
Hey,
Nobody.
she made it. She made it.
Nobody.
Hey.
Why did I keep sweating?
No.
Who is that?
I wanna
If the
please
hands
you.
are- Yeah.
I wanna please you.
You.
I wanna show you.
That I need you.
Who can love you like me? Nobody. Who can touch you like me? Nobody. Who can lay your body down? Nobody, baby. And then she come in like, no, I wanna love you. You better not give me something like orange.
Steak.
Steak?
Yes.
Like the food? I have nothing. There ain't no word that. Steak.
It could be a jingle. It's a jingle. Jingle. Give me some. I have no jingles. Baby back. Oh no, that's ribs.
Gosh! You know what? Mayadia sent me to fail. You know what?
Steak.
You know what? Let me tell you something about laughter with tears. That's how you know it's real. That's how you know it's real authentic laughter.
Oh my god, I love you so much. You just bring joy. And this shit is hilarious.
Yes. Your last word is double.
The double Dutch bus on around the way and got the it's on the fever. Sherman, the Sam, the farmer, the family, and Alakazam, the dash. The doubles is dash. In the oh, you know the
Get on the double Dutch bus.
Hey, the double Dutch bus.
Hey, jump on it.
Oh, wait.
Jump on it. What's my last and final word?
Excuse my tears. Okay. Whisper.
Careless whisper. Hey, let me break it down with. I'm never gonna dance again. Guilty feet ain't got no rhythm. So I'm never gonna dance again. This way I dance with you. Should've known better than to cheat a friend. Take the chance that I've been given. So I'm never gonna dance again the way I dance with you. Yeah.
Song title or lyric, or is it lyric?
Title or lyric?
Okay,
Yeah.
I'll give it that to you because that's actually not in the song.
Careless whisper.
He says careless whisper once. Like
That's how it's not like in the
whisper.
No, it's not. He said it though.
That's true.
Yeah.
And then he went into the part that everybody else knows.
I just needed you to know where I was coming from. World.
You have 3.
All right, I got 3, and you have 5. Now that we've announced that I've lost, Mayadia is going to give me the punishment because I must endure it. Now, today's punishment is the 7-second challenge. And so what Mayadia has done here is she has chosen the task that I have to do in 7 seconds, and she's going to name it. And so I'm just going to have to do it. All right, here we go. So the 7-second challenge is...
Say 3 things you wouldn't say in front of your grandparents.
asses, twerking, and pussy juice.
You definitely don't want to say any of those things.
You know what? I have to think on my feet, y'all. Don't judge me. Don't judge me. You know what? If you have something to say about it, subscribe to all of my things on the MceeRuss.com.
And tell him.
Oh my gosh, this was a lot of fun, Mayadia. Thank you so much for being on my show. I appreciate it.
For having me.
Oh my gosh, we had so much fun on and off camera. But if you want to have as much fun as we did, go ahead and follow everything that Mayadia is doing right there at the bottom of the caption. Thank you guys so much for watching today's episode, the first episode of the 3rd season of the Emcee Russ Show. Please come back every single Thursday. We're gonna have some episodes for you, baby. All right, and I can't wait to see all of you guys next week. Bye. I can't do this without you. You. Serving me some bullshit. I think you're serving me. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Pow pow. Do 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 do. Pow. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Pow. Do 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 do. Pow pow. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Pow pow. Do 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 do. Pow pow. Ooh, the Emcee Russ Show. That's my name. Yeah. Let's start the damn show. Hey, you guys, thank you so much for watching this week's episode of the Emcee Russ Show. But you better come back next week when I hang out with my good friend here, Chris Tatum. Yeah!